Today we are going to solve one question asked in Tifr. GS 2025. So basically this question is asked from the solid state physics, one of the fundamental question in solid state physics. So this question tell about a triangular lattice with lattice constant A has primitive vectors A1 and A2 as shown in the figure. The figure is given in the right side of the question. So the primitive wave vector for the reciprocal lattice are given by. So direct space lattice primitive vectors are given and it is asking about the reciprocal lattice vectors. So before going through the question, one term is used here, primitive. So primitive means number of lattice point is 1. In the solid state physics course, we have already studied that there is imaginary array of points which give the framework to the unit cell. That is known as the lattice, and if atom is placed in the lattice space, then it is known as the basis, and lattice plus basis is give the crystal structure. That is giving the crystal structure for a unit cell. So this is one type of square type of unit cell. Here the number of lattice point is 1, but in another case, for this case, number of lattice point is not 1, it is 2. So this is a non-primitive unit cell. And this is primitive unit cell. Okay. So let's calculate this question. So the triangular lattice is given here. A1 is given, the direct space lattice vector, and A2 is also in this direction. So as the question it is given, define the direction of x in direction and perpendicular to this is y direction. So as we know that all the lattice constant are A for these cases, so this is 3 sides are equal, so the angle will be definitely 60 degree, and this angle will be also 60 degree, and this is a 60 degree. So this is an equilateral triangle type of lattice cell. So A1 can be simply written that this is A along the x direction, so x cap is the unit vector along the x direction. So A2 also we can resolve the vector into two component, along is along y x direction and along is along y direction, and one is along x direction. So this will be completely discussed in the class 12th level physics course, that vector can be resolved into two component for this case. So along y direction, as this angle is 60 degree and it is perpendicular, so this angle is 30 degree, so this total is 60, then this angle will be 30 degree. So along y direction it will be A2 cos 30 degree, and along x direction this will be A2 cos 60 degree, and add it is as negative x direction, so minus sign will become to give the direction. So A2 can be written as minus a2 cos 60 x cap plus a2 cos 30 degree y cap. So the magnitude of a2 is already given, that is a lattice constant. So this is minus a cos 60 is root 3 by 2. Sorry, cos 60 is 3 by 2. So this is cos 60 is half, so not root 3 by 2 x cap, and cos 30 is root 3 by 2 y cap. So direct space lattice are already we can define in x and y direction. So we have to find the reciprocal lattice. So for the reciprocal transformation we can see that is b1 will be a2 plus a3 divided by a1 dot a2 plus a3 magnitude mod of this, and another factor 2 pi will become just because direct space, when we go from direct space to reciprocal space we can just do the Fourier transform and the constant 2 pi there comes. So when we transform from the direct space lattice to a Fourier space or reciprocal space lattice, the factor 2 pi will become. So let do the cross product. So you can see that another vector a3 is coming. So we have not defined, or in the question also it is not defined, what is the a3 primitive vector. So a3 will be definitely perpendicular to x and y axis, so it will be definitely along the z direction. So we can simply write this as z cap. So it is along the z cap direction. So first find a2 cross a3. So a2 is minus a by 2 x cap plus a root 3 by 2 y cap cross z cap. So x cross z, it will give minus y cap, so this is a by 2 y cap, minus and minus sign will be gone, and y plus z will be give the x cap direction, a by root 3 by 2, this is x cap. And another thing we have to do that the dot product of this with a1 dot a2 cross a3, this will be give the value a x cap dot with a by 2 y cap plus a root 3 by 2 x cap. So you can know that in dot product x cap dot x cap is 1 and x cap dot y cap is 0 in dot product. So it will be give a square root 3 by 2. So on putting this value in b1, so b1 will be b1 will be 2 pi into this value, this is a2 cross a3, a by 2 y cap plus a root 3 by 2 x cap divided by magnitude of a square root 3 by 2. So on solving this you can get that 2 will be cancelled here, so this will be give the 2 pi by a x cap plus plus 2 pi by a root 3 y cap. Simply this will be the value. Similarly we can find the b1 can be find there. So b1 already we have find out. b2 will be, b2 vector will be 2 pi into a3 cross a1 divided by a1 dot a2 cross a3. So we as you have to be solve this equation like this previous one, you can get that this value will be come to be 4 pi by a root 3 y cap. So the option A will be the correct answer for this case. Okay, thank you.